Hello, students, uh, and hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session on representation of integers and rational numbers. Now, this topic comes under the umbrella of number system, right? Number system. Under this number system, we have two topics, which is integers and rational numbers. Now, first of all, we'll talk about something which is what do you mean by integers? What do you mean by integers? So, integers are the representation. Integers are the representation of natural number and their negative counterpart numbers. Like they are the numbers which are the numbers include all natural numbers and their negative counterparts. Now, what are those negative counterparts? Suppose you are taking natural number, which are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, these are the natural number. Then these negative counterparts of these natural number will be -2, -4, -6, -8, -10, right? So these are the negative counterpart. Now, so the integers, integers start from negative infinity and it will go like this, and it to the positive infinity. Now, which point on the number line, which is the central point on the integers? It is nothing but the central point of integers is central point of integers are is 0. 0 is something which is the connecting point of the integers, right? Now, again, if we'll see the example. Example. -3. It's an integer. Yes, it's an integer. -4. It's an integer, right? 6. Yes, it's an integer. 7. Yes, it's an integer, right? So these are the things. Now, what will be the confusing question which might come into your mind when you see the integers? So I'll give you a set of questions. Is 2.8 is an integer? Question number 2. Is -4.6 is an integer? Question number 3. Is 28 by 10 is an integer? And the last question is 45 divided by 100 -45 divided by 100 is an integer? So for all the question, the answer is no, it's not. None of them are integer. Now we'll break down the question and we'll see why they are not the integer. See, in the first question, they are asking whether 2.8 is an integer. The question number one, is it a natural number? Question number one, is it a natural number? Natural number. This is what the definition is. Number include all natural number and their counterpart. Is it a natural number? No, it is not a natural number. So simply, it's not an integer. Second thing, minus 4.6. Although it's a negative counterpart, but it is not a natural number. So it's not an integer. Question number three, it is something which is telling 28 by 10. Now, if we'll break 28 by 10, it's nothing but 2.8, right? It is 2.8. Although the numerator and denominator both are natural number, but they are in the fraction. Now, if we'll simplify it, we'll get the value which is 2.8, and 2.8 is not an integer because it is not a natural number. So yeah. Question number three, it's a negative counterpart. Both numerator and denominator, they are the natural number. But if we'll solve this, if we'll simplify it, we'll get the value which is negative of 0.45, which is not a natural number. So we'll call this as that it is not an integer, right? So this is what the main thing about the integers. Now, after integers, we should be knowing about the next topic, which is rational numbers. Now, rational numbers is something which is really important for your ninth class curriculum. Now, why rational numbers are important? Because it is something very new to you. So, the next topic, which is rational number. Rational number. Now, rational number, first of all, we should be knowing that what do you mean by rational number, right? So, the given definition or the main definition of rational numbers is something that any number, be it any number, but that number should be in the form of P by Q. So, the definition is any number, which is in the form of P by Q. Now, there are two conditions which this P by Q form number has to satisfy. Now, what are those conditions? Condition number one, Q should not be equals to 0. Q should not be equals to 0. I'll tell you why. The second one is that P and Q are co-prime. Co-prime numbers. Now, the co-prime number is something that they should be the prime numbers, the different prime numbers. It shouldn't be same because if you'll again it will become the same thing, right? But the main we should emphasize over here is Q should not be equal to 0. Q should not be equals to 0. Why? Now, let us take an example. I'll write any number in the P by Q form. Suppose I am writing 2 by 1, 2 by 7, 2 by 8, 2 by 11, 2 by 13. Now, when I wrote this thing, and the second statement I'm writing 2 by 0, 3 by 0, 4 by 0, 5 by 0, and so on. I can write in the denominator, I should write 0. So now in the first one, Q is not equals to 0. So whenever we'll simplify it, we'll definitely get one value, any value, which is like 2 by 1 is something which is 2. 2 by 8 is something which is 1 by 4, right? 2 by 7 also, we will get some value, which is like 0.4, 0.14 and all, 0.24 all. But the problem stuck when it is 2 by 0, 3 by 0, or any number by 0. Then these numbers are something, according to the mathematically, they are not defined. They are not defined, as well as you can say that they are infinite, because it is not, we cannot solve this thing. Anything with zero in the denominator, it is not defined or it is not divided by the zero. So this is what the main whole concept of that, any number which is in the p by q form, where q is not equals to where q is not equals to 0. Got it? Then the next thing, that then what are the rational number? The examples. So if I give you some examples of the rational numbers, example of rational numbers, it can be anything. For example, you take any natural number. You take any natural number like 2, 4, 5, 6. That's also fine. You can take any fractional number. What is that? 7 by 8, 9 by 7. Now 10 by 11. Everything. They are the rational number. Why? Because you can write 2 by 2 is nothing but 2 by 1 only. P and Q, right? Where Q is not equals to 0. 4, you will take 4 by 1, because 4 is nothing but 4 by 1. So where 4 is P, Q is 0. Q is 1 is not equals to 0. So 4 by 1. 5 by 1, 6 by 1, 7 by 8. This is understandable because P and Q is not equals to 0. Now, what will be the confusing area which you get during the examination or while solving the problem? So I'll give you some question and then we'll solve. Question number 1 is 0.245 is rational number? Is rational number? Is 0.245 is rational number? Question number 2, and this is the one of the important question for your curriculum as well, be it IB, ICSC, CBSE, or anything. Is 0 is rational number? Question number 3. Is root 3 is rational number? Question number 4. Is root 9 is rational number? So the question is something, the first question, let's break down. So the first question is that is 0.245 is a rational number? The answer is yes, it is a rational number. Now, how it is a rational number? See, you can write down 0.245 as, you can write down 0.245 as 245 divided by 1000. You can write down 0.245 as 245 divided by 1000. Any issue? No. Why? Because it is nothing but 0.25 to 0.245 only. Isn't it? It is 0.245 only. So now I have written this thing, which is 245 divided by 1000, which is like 245 is P and Q is 1000, where Q is not equals to 0. So yes, this is the answer number 1. Question number 2, is 0 a rational number? Yes, it is a rational number. I'll tell you how. See, if you will write 0 divided by 1, 0 divided by 2, 0 divided by 3, or 0 divided by 1000, doesn't matter. This is equals to 0, this is equals to 0, this is equals to 0, this is equals to 0. But what does the rational number definition is? What does rational number says? That any number which is expressed in P by Q, where P is equals to 0, Q is equals to 1, and which is Q is not equals to 0, right? So that's why over here Q is equals to 2, Q is equals to 3, Q is equals to 1000. So we are not using Q as 0. We are just putting 0 in the numerator, not in the denominator. So in denominator, 0 shouldn't be there, but in numerator, 0 can be there. It's completely fine and it is nothing but a rational number. So, yes, it's a rational number. The next question is root 3 a rational number? So, the answer is no, it's not a rational number. Because the value of root 3 is nothing but root 3 only, and it is something which is 1.7 and all, and it will come. We'll come to this part also because it comes under the irrational also in the next topic. But right now, root 3 is nothing but a irrational. Got it? And the last one, you might be thinking, if root 3 is irrational, then definitely root 9 is a irrational. But no, it's a rational. Why it is a rational? Because root 9 value, you might be knowing that it is 3. Root 9 value is 3. And you can write down 3 as 3 by 1, where P is 3, Q is 9, where Q is not equals to 0. Q is not equals to 0. So yes, it's a rational. So these kind of doubts you might get in the while solving the paper, but I hope I have cleared all the doubt. So what type of question can be asked in the examination? So the question might be something like, write 5 rational number, 5 rational number between 6 and 7. Now how can you write it? So now in between, I need rational number which should be between, this is 6 and there should be some 5 numbers, and then there should be 7. Now how can you write this? So in this question, what do you need to do? Can you write 6 as 6? Now can you write this thing, multiply by 10, divide by 10? It is nothing but 6 only. So what it will be? Then it would be 60 by 10, right? And can you write 7 as, again, multiply and divide by 10, which is 70 by 10. They are all same. If you will use it, then this is nothing but 6 only. This is nothing but 7 only, right? Now, in between this, you can tell me the values. Because I have written this thing in the P by Q form. P is this, P is 60, Q is 10. 70, P, and this is Q. Q is not equals to 0, Q is not equals to 0. Then how can you write 5 numbers? It can be anything between the 60 and 70, right? So it can be 61 by 10, 62 by 10, 63 by 10, 64 by 10, and 65 by 10. So these are the 5 numbers I wrote. You can do many more things beyond this. What if someone will tell you, write down 100 numbers between this? So you can't write it, right? Because between 60 and 70, there is difference of only 10 numbers, right? So then also there is no issue. Why? Because if anyone will, although no one will ask you, but if anyone will ask you that write down 100 numbers between 6 and 7, then no need to hesitate. What you will do is 6 multiply by 1000, divide by 1000. So it is nothing but 6000 divided by 1000. This is nothing but 6. And 7 can be written as 7 into multiply and divide. So this one would be 7000 by 1000. So between 6000 and 7000, it is very easy to get the 100 numbers, isn't it? It is very easy to get the 100 numbers. So these are the some of the example of that how you can approach the question. So the question, one more question it is there, that how many numbers, how many rational numbers can be there between 6 and 7? If a question which is how many rational number can be there between 6 and 7? So there are infinite. The answer is infinite. Between one number you can get n numbers. Like how? You just multiply that with like 10 lakh, 1 crore divided by 1 crore. So you'll get the value and keep on writing. So you can go till infinity, right? So that's all for today's session. I hope you all understood the topic. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. And if you have any doubt, uh, kindly contact me on my Urban Pro profile. Thank you so much. Have a nice